I am really excited about what we're doing. I think it's really this fun, beautiful vision that I have for the human practice community, that we are like building the scaffolding of communities that help us to create this environment that we really need,
Mhm.
so that we can let go of the stuff that doesn't make any sense and stop driving ourselves crazy over bullshit and surround
Mhm.
ourselves with the things that help us heal and feel authentic and comfortable and in our good in our skin. So I remember finding you. I kept thinking to myself, I really like Susan. I really like Susan. I didn't know you were Sissy then.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I really like her. Because you just had this warmth, strength, humor, and authenticity. It's like some of my very favorite things, just all packed in. I really felt drawn to that to begin with. And then
You're making me blush.
yes, yes, of course. Tell me a little bit about you and also how you found Skool.
Well, to start with, obviously I have two names. My grown-up government name is Susan, and if I'm in a crowded room and somebody yells Susan, I'm gonna say, "Hey, who are they looking for?"
Yes,
So
yes,
I'm Sissy. It just works. Um,
yes.
and I am a full-time stay-at-home mom, a homeschool, and I've always been really passionate about helping people. I
Mm,
actually was working on a degree in social work, and then just life things and mom things that once we got to the clinicals, I couldn't make it work any longer. But the desire to want to help people never went away. The past 6, 8 months, I've been on TikTok talking to other parents of neurodivergence and
mm,
just sharing it really honestly about what it's like. But like some days are hard, some days you
yes.
cry, some days are wonderful, and just kind of documenting the roller coaster of it. I wanted to do more, and there's only so much you can do on social media, only so much connection you can create. I wanted more. I wanted community in that connection. I kept seeing ads for Skool. Somewhere I saw somebody say it was a combination of a Facebook group and a masterclass. And
Wow. Perfect.
then, yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yes.
And that's when my light bulb went off because I am a fiber artist and a creative, and I've always wanted to teach what I create. But it is so much work to make it and throw it out there on YouTube and hope my channel grows.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, here's this little safe space for me to encourage people and support them and help them learn that they can use their creativity to regulate their nervous systems.
Mm,
At the same time, there is the emotional support and the friendships that can grow there too.
yes. Yes. It's wonderful. I actually believe that one of the most powerful aspects of my therapy is sewing and crochet. Sewing, if I can be in one place and I don't have to be running around, or I wasn't
Mhm.
traveling for work and I could sit in front of my machine and have space for fabric and things like this. But if I mean, I have probably 5 different little pouches with like the few hooks that match the yarn that's tucked in there, and they go everywhere because that
Mhm.
was a major aspect of me regulating my emotional state to manage severe panic disorder. And
Wow.
it's incredible. I mean, I've probably created more things on airplanes than I have sitting in this house. And so I think it's a beautiful space of awareness that's growing, and you're advocating for this, that like many things that are sometimes considered not mature or not, I don't know, stick in the ass enough to like make it qualify as okay to
Yeah,
do when you're fucking grown
right.
up. Like there's so many things about it that now we're starting to be like, everybody's tired of that bullshit. We all want that space of creativity and expression, and in essence the permission to be real. I also want to go back, Sissy, for a sec. Were you always called Sissy?
Well, I grew up going by my middle name,
Okay.
and so I didn't even answer to Susan. And I got a job, and they put Susan on my name tag. And then I met my manager, and my manager was this grumpy bald biker guy who wanted to date me.
Yes, love
And
it.
he named me Sissy. He said
Uh-huh.
Susan was too serious.
Mhm.
And we've now been married for we've been together for 14 years. We have 3 kids. And the whole world knows me as Sissy.
I love it. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That is a fantastic story. When you think about how you want the community to feel and how you've experienced growing it, can you talk a little bit about that? When you have this idea, okay, this is the Cozy Chaos Rebellion. I know you rebranded once. And you've evolved, and that I know that I feel this like this shaping and growing and kind of letting the community create what we're doing and drive the direction and so on. What has that felt like from your perspective with your community?
Well, I think the thing I want to highlight is that when I was first starting it, I was taking it like from the perspective of like how you would have built a YouTube channel or something, and you want everything streamlined and beautiful and ready to go. And then I was told, no, we don't do that here. Here we show up, and we don't have to be perfect, and we bring some members, and we just let things flow. And it's been so much better. And in that experience, while I was working on that rebranding, I was creating a graphic. And I was trying to do something cozy, but everything when I Googled cozy, everything came up monochrome, browns and tans. And that's not me. So I took all these pictures of my house, which I feel is very cozy.
Yes.
And then I put them together in a way that created my background. That is when I realized that that's what this is. This is my virtual living room. This is where my friends are going to come to hang out.
Yes.
This is I'm the crazy lady down the road who who you come down and I'll go pour you a cup of tea and give you a cookie.
Yep.
And we're going to have a good old chat.
Yes.
I've been saying it's my living room, but it's your hangout.
Yes. And it is that. That is how it feels. There are a couple of places that I go when I'm like, okay, I need to go and like, and your community is one of those places. And I love it. And I think I said something like, when I need to like, just let it all like go, just relax and just enjoy each other's humanity and company. It is exactly that. So well done, because your vision and the way you're feeling about it, it's there. And what I also love, and I've seen this happen over just this short period of time, Sissy, it's like the community itself is creating its hangout. It's almost like, if we carry the analogy forward, you've like left home, like you went to the grocery store maybe, and we're all still just hanging out in the living room. You're back in like 5 minutes and you're like, tell me, what are you guys are talking about? Like, it's just this beautiful feeling where like the community itself starts to become a space of like this cultural norm that says like, fuck it, we're all fine. Like, let's just come and realize that together. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. I do want to talk a little bit about parenting an autistic child. And I know that there are variety of neurodivergent elements that exist in your household. They exist in my household. I think people are starting to realize they exist in lots of households. And how are you feeling that you are able to continue to promote awareness? And like, what are the messages that you want to share about the reality of that experience as a parent and as a human being? What are some of the things that are important to you for people to understand?
I think the biggest thing I really want people to realize is that it is parenting on hard mode. It is, it's on expert mode. We got Paragon points here.
Yes.
But it's still parenting. Our children are still growing, developing, learning human beings, and they have value and they have worth. And no, autism does not make them superhumans. It doesn't make them superheroes, but they are wonderful children, and they deserve all the love and all the opportunities that all the other children receive too.
Yes.
And the parents need the support, and they need to be there for each other. Parents of special needs kids have been isolated for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we didn't talk about it for a long time. And the long time before that, they sent them away.
Yes.
So there's this whole new culture of parents vocally raising special needs kids.
Yes.
And we need to do it together.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's very powerful, because the benefit today is that we can make decisions as parents of kids with special needs to step into community. And we can make the decision to not just depend on a medical system. I don't know, I would almost say like specialty experts. There are some phenomenal resources, well-intended spaces, but it always just sort of feels like stepping into a fishbowl and having this like, huh, how fucked up is what's going on with you? Oh, look at that. And then it's like, your kid's doing something. And it's almost like you're on display as the parent, like, ooh, oh, how are you going to handle this one? It's just about being humans that are raising humans. And we all have a variety of differences, and some of them are more extreme than others. So I think that that is such a good point, that it's new for us to be able to do this. And what a relief. I mean, it's really liberating to be able to be like, yeah, today, if I could put myself in the basement, I would.
Well, and that's why I started my TikTok, is I just felt isolated. And I thought, I can't be the only person who feels this way.
Yes.
And I'm not. Absolutely not.
No. And that takes so much courage, Sissy. I mean, it's one of the things, there's so much courage in saying, no, it isn't sunshine and fucking rainbows all the time. No,
Right.
It's not. Sometimes it sucks.
Yes.
Sometimes I feel angry. Sometimes I want my own space. Sometimes I don't want to have to pretend that someone who doesn't share is also the most wonderful thing in the world. Sometimes someone who doesn't share just sucks for not sharing.
And you can say those things, and it doesn't take away from the fact that you absolutely adore your child.
That's exactly right. I think that, that's what's so courageous, is that often having any kind of criticism or not celebrating up and down every single aspect of everything was construed as not a supportive or loving parent. And those days are over. I think it goes hand in hand with all the other things that we're tired of the bullshit around. And we're like, no, it's never really resonated. It's not like that. So I think you're very courageous. And I think it's the kind of courage that opens doorways for other people to feel comfortable to be authentic and honest. And that's healing. Like, that's work we have to do. So I think that that's incredible. So you have created your living room. There's no question. What happens next?
I actually do want to create a premium tier, and I am planning for a 8-week reset course that we're going to go through together in the premium tier, January and February.
Nice.
And of course, my OGs are all coming with me.
Oh yeah,
they're all invited right up into there, so you can be with me.
Yep.
And January and February, they're slow, they're cold, they're months you can feel really almost desperate. And so we're fucking going to take those months, and we're going to say, this is where we're starting, and we're going to start our year strong.
Yes.
And we're going to reset our nervous systems. We're going to learn new skills.
I mean, even just teaching people who, for example, have like never crocheted before, all you really need is like one hook and some yarn, and be able to like, this is how you build a chain. This is how you take a piece of string and turn it into a chain. And then if you want to, here's the next way that you can just learn this one stitch. It's just a single crochet. And now look what starts to happen. Do that 500 times while you breathe, and you will have a fucking scarf.
Yes, and that scarf is going to be so full of love.
Yes.
And it's going to be, it'll you can give it to yourself.
Yes.
And fucking wrap yourself in love.
Yes.
You can give it to somebody else and wrap them in love.
Yes. Yes.